Hey there, everybody. Today we're going to be making some communion bread to help us out for this Sunday. It's a really easy recipe, but first thing you need to do is grab some ingredients. So we're going to be making pita bread, but you can make any kind of bread this weekend to help out. So let's grab some ingredients. First thing we'll need is 1 cup warm water, 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast, which is basically just one of those packets, 1 teaspoon, little t, of sugar, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon, big T, of extra virgin olive oil, and 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. You're going to want to grab all those ingredients and put them out in front of you so you have them all set and ready to go. Now with warm water, you want it to be not too hot because you might cook the yeast. So what you're going to want to do is, keep it about lukewarm, just above room temperature. Or if you have an instant read thermometer, you're going to want it between 110 and 120 degrees. Take that and pour it into a bowl, just like that. Then grab your packet of yeast, open it up, make sure you get all those little flecks of yeast out. Dump them all out like that. Then grab some sugar. Pour that in your bowl. Then add 1/2 cup of flour. You're going to stir that up for a little bit until it all kind of starts to come together. When it looks like it's all combined together, you're going to wait about 15 minutes for it to start to come together and start to bubble and foam up. Look at those bubbles. That's how you know it's ready to move on to the next step. Grab your olive oil, pour it in. Your salt, pour that in. Then grab 1, 2 cups of flour, pour that in, and then mix it up. You're going to want to mix it until it gets kind of clumpy. That's what the clumps look like. It's not going to be perfect just yet. Then you're going to grab 1/2 cup of flour, pour it onto a clean space, because what we're going to do is we're going to knead the bread now. So grab your mixture there, drop it onto the floured space that you just did up. Make sure you get everything out. Then I usually like to put a little bit of flour in my hands because when you knead stuff, you don't want it to stick too much to your hands. And then get to work. You're going to knead it for about 7 minutes. Watch out for small children. And this is a time-consuming process. It might work on your wrists a little bit, or it might dry out the bread just a little bit. And if that happens, just add a little bit more flour to your baking service like that. And just keep on kneading and kneading and kneading until it starts to smooth out and starts to feel good. And then you're going to roll it into a ball like so. Grab a clean bowl and drop it in. And then what you're going to do is you're going to want to cover it for a little while. So you can put a towel or grab some plastic wrap and cover up that bowl just like so. And you're going to set it aside so that the yeast and the flour and the water can all start acting together. We're going to hold it aside for about an hour, and by then it should double in size. When it's doubled in size about an hour later, you're going to want to take that out and grab some more supplies, either a knife or something to cut with, and some extra bowls, and then you're going to knead it out a little bit more, flatten it out. And then you're going to cut those into about 8 balls. Now, I only cut mine into 7 because I can't count, but you're going to cut those into 8 balls and then put them aside in those bowls. And then you're going to cover those up again so that they can kind of come together a little bit so they can rise just a little bit more. Now, it's not going to be as long as the first time. This time it's only going to be about 10 minutes. While you're letting those rise, you're going to want to get a pan ready. You can use a cast iron skillet, or like I used a flat top. You're going to turn the heat on to about medium. And then you're going to roll out your first piece. You're going to want it to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. And then you put it in the pan there or on the flat top, and you're going to wait for it to start to bubble up. See that big bubble that's coming up? That means it's time to flip it. And you let it cook on the other side for another minute or so, and then make sure it's all kind of cooked all the way through. And voila, you're ready to go.